Starting at number 10, Fortnite remains the king of free-to-play battle royale, with constant content updates and crossover events. The game drops up to 100 players onto an island, where you gather resources, build structures, and fight to be the last one standing. Building mechanics separate this from other shooters, allowing creative defensive and offensive strategies. Cooperative modes include duos, trios, and squads, where teamwork and communication determine victory. The seasonal model introduces new weapons, map changes, and limited time events, keeping the experience fresh. Creative mode lets players design custom games and share them with the community. Zero build mode caters to players who prefer pure shooting without construction elements. Cosmetic progression through battle passes provides goals without affecting gameplay balance. Cross-platform play ensures you can team up with friends regardless of their device. Regular collaborations with popular franchises bring themed content and special game modes.
At number 9 sits Apex Legends, a hero-based battle royale emphasizing team composition and tactical abilities. Each legend offers unique powers that encourage specific roles within your 3-player squad. The ping system revolutionizes communication, allowing detailed callouts without voice chat. Movement mechanics feel fluid, with sliding, climbing, and ziplines creating dynamic traversal options. The map rotation keeps matches feeling varied, with different environments requiring adapted strategies. Weapons feature distinct recoil patterns and handling characteristics, rewarding practice and mastery. Respawn beacons allow reviving eliminated teammates, adding comeback potential to matches. Ranked mode provides competitive progression, with seasonal rewards for dedicated players. Regular Legend Editions and balance updates maintain meta diversity. The game runs smoothly on Switch 2 hardware, with solid performance and visual quality, making it accessible for portable competitive play.
Coming in at number 8, Rocket League combines soccer with rocket-powered cars in physics-based multiplayer mayhem. The simple premise of hitting a ball into goals becomes incredibly deep with aerial maneuvers and precise car control. Cooperative play shines in standard 3 versus 3 matches, where positioning and passing create scoring opportunities. The skill ceiling is remarkably high, with professional players executing moves that seem impossible to newcomers. Training modes help players practice specific mechanics, from basic aerials to advanced ceiling shots. Customization options let you personalize cars with numerous cosmetic items earned through gameplay. Casual and competitive playlists cater to different skill levels and commitment desires. Cross-platform matchmaking ensures quick queue times and diverse competition. Tournaments provide structured competitive events with exclusive rewards for participation. The addictive gameplay loop of short, intense matches makes this perfect for quick sessions or extended play. Number 7 features Warframe, a sci-fi cooperative shooter with parkour movement and deep progression systems. You control Tenno warriors wearing advanced exosuits called Warframes, each with unique abilities and playstyles. Missions range from stealth infiltrations to defense scenarios, supporting solo or 4-player cooperative play. The movement system emphasizes speed, with wall running, bullet jumping, and acrobatic combat maneuvers. Hundreds of weapons provide diverse options, from traditional guns to melee weapons and experimental technology. The crafting system lets you build new warframes and weapons using resources gathered from missions. Regular content updates add new story quests, warframes, and game modes, expanding the already massive amount of content. The modding system allows extensive customization of abilities and weapon performance. Player economy through trading creates community interaction beyond combat. Despite complexity, the game remains accessible with helpful community and gradual introduction of mechanics. Hitting number 6 is Brawlhalla, a platform fighter supporting up to 8 players in chaotic free-for-all battles. The roster includes over 50 legends, each with unique signature moves and weapon combinations. Gameplay emphasizes reads and punishes, similar to traditional fighting games, but more accessible. Multiple game modes include free-for-all, teams, and experimental playlists with modified rules. The weapon system has legends picking up spawning weapons during matches, adding variety to encounters. Ranked mode provides competitive ladder climbing with seasonal rewards and bragging rights. Custom games allow modified rule sets and private matches with friends. Crossplay ensures the player base remains healthy across all platforms. Regular Legend Editions and balance patches keep the meta evolving. The smooth performance on Switch 2 makes this ideal for both handheld and docked competitive play sessions. At number 5 sits Paladins, a hero shooter offering diverse champions with unique abilities and team-based objectives. Each champion fills specific roles, from damage dealers to supports and tanks, requiring balanced team composition. The card system allows customization of champion abilities, creating personalized playstyles within each character. Multiple game modes include payload escort, point capture, and team deathmatch variations. The item shop during matches lets you counter enemy team compositions through strategic purchases. Regular champion releases and balance updates maintain fresh meta strategies. Ranked mode provides competitive progression with divisions and seasonal rewards. The free champion rotation lets players try different characters before committing to purchases. Cosmetic customization through skins and emotes allows personal expression without gameplay advantages. Cross-platform play maintains healthy matchmaking populations. The game performs well on Switch 2, with consistent frame rates during intense team fights. Number 6 brings Ninjala, a colorful multiplayer brawler combining bubblegum mechanics with ninja combat. Players battle in 8-player free-for-all matches using transforming gum weapons and parkour movement. The gum gimmick lets you blow bubbles for defense or burst them for offensive attacks. Wall running and grappling hooks create vertical combat opportunities across vibrant maps. Customization includes character appearance, emotes, and weapon skins earned through progression. Story mode provides single-player content with narrative missions and boss battles. The ranking system tracks competitive performance across seasons with exclusive rewards. Collaboration events bring themed content from popular anime and game franchises. The art style appeals to younger audiences, while gameplay depth satisfies competitive players. Regular seasonal updates add new weapons, modes, and cosmetic items, keeping the experience feeling current and engaging. At number 3 sits Asphalt 9 Legends, bringing arcade racing action with stunning visuals and extensive car collection. The game features over 100 licensed vehicles from prestigious manufacturers with detailed models. Races emphasize nitro boosts and risky maneuvers, rewarding aggressive driving styles. Career mode progresses through racing seasons, unlocking new cars and upgrades. Multiplayer modes include real-time racing against other players worldwide. The touch drive control option makes racing accessible, while manual controls satisfy experienced players. Club features let you join communities competing for collective rewards and leaderboards. Daily and weekly events provide fresh challenges with exclusive prizes. The progression system balances free play with optional purchases for faster advancement. Graphical fidelity showcases Switch 2 capabilities with impressive lighting and particle effects during races, making this a visual showcase title. Coming in at number 2, Pokémon Unite delivers MOBA gameplay with Pokémon characters and team-based strategic battles. 2 teams of 5 compete to score points by defeating wild Pokémon and opponents. Each Pokémon evolves during matches, gaining new moves and increased stats, creating power progression. Role variety includes attackers, defenders, supporters, and all-arounders, requiring team coordination. The simplified MOBA mechanics make the genre accessible to newcomers while maintaining strategic depth. Ranked mode provides competitive ladder climbing with seasonal rewards and exclusive Pokémon skins. Regular Pokémon editions expand the roster with fan favorites from across generations. The Battle Pass system offers cosmetic rewards through gameplay progression. Cross-platform play connects mobile and console players in unified matchmaking. Quick 10-minute matches make this perfect for portable gaming sessions without major time commitments, while still providing engaging team strategy. Finally, at number 1, Fall Guys brings chaotic party game fun with obstacle courses and elimination rounds. Up to 60 players compete through randomized minigames, with only winners advancing to subsequent rounds. The physics-based gameplay creates hilarious moments as characters stumble and grab each other. Cooperation becomes necessary in team rounds, requiring coordination to achieve objectives. Costume customization allows creative character expression with hundreds of unlockable outfits and accessories. Seasonal updates introduce new rounds, costumes, and limited-time events, maintaining freshness. The Squads mode lets you team up with friends, competing for collective victory. Cross-platform parties ensure you can play with anyone, regardless of their gaming device. The simple controls make this accessible to all ages and skill levels. Short match duration, perfect for quick gaming sessions, while the variety keeps you playing for hours, chasing that coveted crown victory. Kicking things off, we have Saints Row the Third, the full package, which delivers over-the-top open-world chaos that GTA fans will immediately appreciate. This complete edition includes all downloadable content, bringing the full Steelport experience to Nintendo Switch with impressive performance. Players take control of the 3rd Street Saints gang as they fight rival factions for control of the city through explosive missions and side activities. The game embraces absurdity with ridiculous weapons like the dubstep gun and activities ranging from insurance fraud to tank mayhem. Customization options are incredibly deep, allowing players to modify everything from character appearance to vehicle designs and even gang aesthetics. The city feels alive, with pedestrians reacting to your actions and dynamic events occurring throughout the map. Cooperative play supports the entire campaign, letting 2 players cause havoc together either locally or online, which amplifies the fun factor significantly. Next on the list is LA Noire, which offers a completely different take on open-world gameplay, focusing on detective work in 1940s Los Angeles. Players step into the shoes of Cole Phelps, a war veteran turned detective who rises through various police departments, solving cases. The revolutionary facial animation technology reads suspect expressions during interrogations, making you analyze their responses to determine truth from lies. Cases range from street crimes to major conspiracies, with investigations requiring careful examination of crime scenes for clues and evidence. The period-accurate recreation of Los Angeles is stunning, with authentic vehicles, architecture, and fashion that transport players back to post-war America. While combat exists, the game prioritizes investigation and interrogation over shooting, making it appeal to players seeking cerebral challenges. The narrative-driven experience features excellent voice acting and a jazz-infused soundtrack that perfectly captures the noir atmosphere. Driving through the meticulously recreated city while responding to dispatch calls creates an immersive detective experience, unlike anything else on Switch. Moving forward, we encounter The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, which brings one of gaming's greatest RPGs to Nintendo Switch in portable form. This massive open-world adventure follows Geralt of Rivia, a monster hunter searching for his adopted daughter across war-torn kingdoms. The world is breathtakingly detailed, with diverse regions from swamps to mountains, each filled with contracts, monster nests, and hidden treasures to discover. Combat blends swordplay with magical signs and alchemy, requiring preparation and strategy, especially against powerful beasts and human enemies. Side quests match the quality of main story missions, with branching narratives that often lack clear moral choices, forcing players to consider consequences. The complete edition includes all expansions, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, which add dozens of hours of additional content. Character progression allows specialization in combat, magic, or alchemy playstyles through an extensive skill tree system. Despite hardware limitations, the Switch version maintains the visual splendor and runs surprisingly well in both docked and handheld modes. Coming up next is Skyrim Anniversary Edition, which remains the definitive open-world fantasy RPG even years after its original release. Players create custom characters and explore the vast province of Skyrim, filled with dungeons, cities, and wilderness areas teeming with life and danger. The freedom to approach quests and character development in countless ways ensures no 2 playthroughs feel identical, as you can be a stealthy archer, brutal warrior, or powerful mage. Hundreds of quests ranging from the main Dragon Crisis storyline to faction quest lines and Radiant missions provide endless content. The Anniversary Edition includes all previously released content, plus Creation Club editions, bringing new quests, items, and gameplay features. Modding support allows players to enhance and customize their experience, though options are more limited compared to other platforms. Dragon encounters remain thrilling, as these massive creatures attack unexpectedly, requiring quick thinking and combat prowess to defeat. The game world reacts to player choices, with NPCs remembering your actions and factions responding to your allegiances, creating a living, breathing fantasy realm. Red Dead Redemption brings Rockstar iconic Western to Nintendo Switch, letting players experience Arthur Morgan's epic tale on the go. This prequel to the original game follows the Vanderlyn gang as they attempt one last big score while being pursued by law enforcement. The open world captures the dying days of the American frontier, with stunning landscapes, from snowy mountains to humid swamps, each region feeling distinct and alive. Gameplay blends third-person shooting with survival elements, requiring players to maintain their character's health, stamina, and Deadeye abilities. The honor system tracks moral choices, affecting how NPCs interact with Arthur and influencing the story outcome in meaningful ways. Side activities include hunting, fishing, poker, and countless random encounters that make the world feel organic and unpredictable. Camp management adds depth, as players contribute resources and interact with gang members, building relationships through conversations and missions. The attention to detail in animations, interactions, and environmental storytelling creates an immersive Western experience that rivals any open-world game. Mafia Trilogy compilation delivers 3 generations of organized crime stories spanning from Prohibition era to the late 60s. The first game follows Tommy Angelo as he rises through the ranks of the Salieri crime family in the fictional city of Lost Heaven during the 1930s. Mafia 2 continues the saga with Vito Scaletta navigating the criminal underworld of Empire Bay through the 40s and 50s, dealing with loyalty and betrayal. The third installment shifts to New Bordeaux in 1968, where Lincoln Clay seeks revenge against the Italian mob that betrayed him, building his own criminal empire. Each game features period-appropriate vehicles, weapons, and music that authentically recreate their respective eras with meticulous attention to historical detail. The driving physics vary between entries, with the first game requiring more careful handling, while later games offer arcade-style controls. Combat evolved throughout the trilogy, from cover-based shooting in the first to more refined gunplay mechanics in the sequels. Story-driven missions focus on narrative progression, with cutscenes and character development taking priority over sandbox chaos, distinguishing it from typical open-world crime games. Watch Dogs Legion takes the hacking-focused gameplay to near-future London, where players can recruit and play as any NPC in the game world. The permadeath system adds tension, as losing an operative means they are gone forever, forcing careful consideration during dangerous missions. Each character has unique abilities, backgrounds, and playstyles, from construction workers with cargo drones to hackers with improved tech skills. The City of London is beautifully recreated with iconic landmarks and districts, all accessible for exploration, infiltration, and liberation from authoritarian control. Hacking remains central to gameplay, allowing players to manipulate security systems, hijack drones, and control vehicles remotely to complete objectives creatively. Resistance missions involve recruiting new operatives, securing territory, and weakening the oppressive regime through sabotage and information warfare. Cooperative multiplayer supports up to 4 players, tackling special missions and activities together, using their unique operative abilities synergistically. The dystopian setting explores themes of surveillance, corporate control, and resistance, making the narrative feel surprisingly relevant and thought-provoking. Cyberpunk 2077 finally arrives on Switch, bringing the neon-soaked streets of Night City to portable play after extensive optimization work. Players create their version of V, a mercenary navigating the dangerous world of corporate espionage, gang warfare, and transhumanist technology. The first-person perspective immerses players in the densely packed urban environment, where every district has distinct culture, architecture, and inhabitants. Character builds can focus on hacking, combat, or stealth, with cybernetic augmentations enhancing abilities and opening new gameplay approaches. The main story involves celebrity rocker boy Johnny Silverhand, whose digital ghost shares V's mind, leading to philosophical discussions about consciousness and mortality. Side content is exceptionally strong, with gigs, fixer contracts, and character-specific questlines that rival many games' entire campaigns in depth. Romance options provide meaningful relationships that develop naturally through conversation choices and shared experiences throughout the adventure. While the Switch version makes visual compromises to run on the hardware, the core experience remains intact, delivering the ambitious RPG in handheld form. Borderlands 3 brings the looter-shooter franchise explosive action to Nintendo Switch, with millions of guns to collect and mayhem to cause. Players choose from 4 distinct Vault Hunters, each with unique skill trees and action abilities that dramatically alter combat strategies and playstyles. The story takes players across multiple planets, from the desert wastes of Pandora to the neon metropolis of Promethea, each with distinct environments and enemy factions. Gunplay feels fantastic, with weapons featuring bizarre alternate fire modes and elemental effects that create satisfying explosive combinations during firefights. The humor remains as irreverent as ever, with pop culture references and absurdist dialogue that might not land for everyone, but commits fully to its tone. Cooperative play supports up to 4 players, with level scaling ensuring everyone can contribute regardless of character progression differences. Endgame content includes mayhem modifiers that add challenge and variety, plus regular seasonal events that introduce limited-time rewards and activities. Vehicle combat and customization add variety to exploration, letting players traverse vast maps while engaging enemies in mounted turret battles. Rounding out the list is Just Cause 4 Reloaded, which puts players in control of Rico Rodriguez as he liberates the fictional nation of Solis from tyranny. The defining feature is the grappling hook and wingsuit combination that allows for incredible freedom of movement, creating moments of spectacular aerial chaos. Extreme weather events, including tornadoes and blizzards, affect gameplay dynamically, forcing players to adapt strategies during missions and exploration. The physics system encourages creative destruction, as nearly everything can be tethered together, leading to hilarious and spectacular chain reactions. Liberation missions involve capturing territory by completing objectives and weakening the regime grip on different regions through strategic strikes. Vehicle variety ranges from motorcycles to jets, with customizable options that can be airdropped anywhere, providing tactical flexibility. While the story and characters lack depth, the moment-to-moment gameplay of causing massive destruction remains endlessly entertaining. The game embraces its arcade nature with over-the-top action sequences that prioritize spectacle and player agency over realism, making it pure chaotic fun. Starting at number 10, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom expands upon its predecessor, with sky islands and underground depths adding vertical exploration. This sequel introduces new abilities like Fuse that lets you combine objects, creating custom weapons and tools. Ultra Hand allows building complex machines from scattered parts, enabling creative problem-solving for puzzles and traversal. The expanded Hyrule features familiar locations transformed by time, with new secrets hidden throughout. Shrine challenges return with over 150 puzzles, testing your mastery of the new abilities. Main story quests take you across all 3 layers of the world, from floating islands to dark caverns below. Boss battles demand strategic use of your arsenal and environmental awareness. Side quests provide hours of additional content with meaningful rewards. The physics engine supports experimentation, letting players devise unique solutions to obstacles. This represents open-world design at its finest, with unmatched freedom and creativity. At number 9 sits Super Mario Bros. Wonder, bringing fresh innovation to classic 2D platforming with wonder flowers that transform levels dynamically. Each stage features unique wonder effects that completely change gameplay, from singing enemies to perspective shifts. The badge system lets you equip abilities like wall jumping or parachuting, customizing Mario's moveset. Online multiplayer supports cooperative play with ghost images of other players helping without direct interference. Character variety includes Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, and Yoshi, each with slightly different abilities. Level design balances accessibility for newcomers with hidden challenges for experienced platformers. Collectibles include Wonder Seeds and purple coins, encouraging thorough exploration. Boss battles feature creative mechanics beyond simple jump patterns. The vibrant art style showcases beautiful hand-drawn aesthetics with expressive animations. This revitalizes the 2D Mario formula with creativity and polish rarely seen in modern platformers. Coming in at number 8, Metroid Prime 4 delivers the atmospheric first-person adventure fans have waited years to experience. Samus explores interconnected alien worlds with abilities unlocking new areas, following classic Metroidvania structure. The scanning visor returns, letting you analyze environments and enemies, revealing lore and tactical information. Combat blends shooting with mobility as you navigate complex 3-dimensional spaces. New beam weapons and missiles provide varied offensive options against diverse enemy types. Environmental puzzles require observation and creative use of your expanding toolkit. Boss encounters test pattern recognition and resource management in intense battles. The isolation and mystery create tension through excellent sound design and lighting. Sequence-breaking opportunities reward skilled players who master advanced movement techniques. This successfully modernizes the Prime formula while maintaining the series' identity and atmospheric exploration that defined the original trilogy. Number 7 features Pikmin 4, refining the strategic gameplay of commanding plant creatures through puzzle-filled environments. You control Ochi, the dog, alongside your captain, providing new movement and combat options. Pikmin types include returning favorites and new varieties, with unique abilities for specific tasks. time management becomes crucial as you balance exploration, combat, and transporting treasures before nightfall. Caves offer extended challenges without time limits, allowing thorough exploration and boss battles. The rewind feature lets you undo mistakes, making the experience less punishing than previous entries. Multiplayer includes cooperative story mode and competitive battle arenas. Dandori challenges test your efficiency in completing objectives under strict time constraints. Rescue missions add variety to the core treasure hunting gameplay loop. The charming presentation and accessible difficulty make this the perfect entry point for newcomers, while still challenging veterans with optional content. Hitting number 6 is Xenoblade Chronicles 3, delivering an epic JRPG with massive scope and emotional storytelling. The combat system combines real-time action with tactical positioning and class management. 6 main characters form your party, each with distinct weapons and roles in battle. The interconnected world features vast regions, encouraging exploration and side quest completion. Chain attacks create cinematic moments, linking party abilities for devastating combination attacks. Class system allows extensive customization, with characters learning skills from multiple roles. Hero characters join temporarily, adding unique abilities and expanding the narrative. Side quests flesh out the world building, with meaningful character development and lore. Post-game content includes superb bosses and additional story chapters. The soundtrack features orchestral pieces, enhancing dramatic story moments. This represents modern JRPGs at their peak, with hundreds of hours of quality content. At number 5 sits Fire Emblem Engage, combining strategic grid-based combat with relationship-building mechanics. Permadeath option makes every unit valuable, creating tension in battles where mistakes have permanent consequences. The Emblem Ring system lets you summon legendary heroes from series history to aid in combat. Class promotion paths allow customizing units into specialized roles matching your tactical preferences. Support conversations develop character relationships, unlocking stat bonuses and story content. Map design emphasizes terrain advantages and objective variety beyond simple enemy elimination. Difficulty options accommodate both newcomers and series veterans seeking challenge. The base management between battles allows upgrading facilities and bonding with units. Online features include sharing units and competing in mock battles. The anime presentation features beautiful character art and smooth combat animations. This successfully balances accessibility with the strategic depth fans expect from the franchise. Number 6 brings Bayonetta 3, showcasing stylish character action gameplay with escalating spectacle throughout. Combat rewards aggressive play with dodge mechanics that slow time for counterattacks. Weapon customization allows creating unique loadout combinations, changing your combat approach. Demon Slave summons let you control massive creatures in city-destroying battles. Multiple playable characters expand gameplay variety beyond Bayonetta herself. The multiverse story embraces absurdity, with reality-bending scenarios and memorable set pieces. Accessibility features include auto-combo modes, letting anyone experience the narrative. Scoring system encourages replaying chapters to achieve perfect rankings. Boss battles feature creative, multi-phase encounters, demanding pattern recognition. The soundtrack combines original compositions with licensed remixes. Photo mode captures the spectacular action for sharing memorable moments. This represents character action games at their most polished and entertaining. At number 3 sits Kirby and the Forgotten Land, transitioning the series to full 3D exploration with mouthful mode transformations. Copy abilities return with upgraded versions unlocked through collecting blueprints and materials. Mouthful mode lets Kirby inhale large objects like cars and vending machines, gaining unique powers. Level design balances linear progression with hidden collectibles, rewarding thorough exploration. Waddle Dee rescue missions provide optional challenges with permanent upgrades as rewards. Boss battles feature creative patterns and multiple phases, testing your mastery of abilities. Cooperative mode allows a second player to join as Bandana Waddle Dee. Post-game content includes challenging remixed levels and a boss rush mode. The colorful presentation showcases impressive visuals with smooth performance. Mini-games provide fun diversions between main story progression. This successfully translates Kirby gameplay into 3 dimensions while maintaining series charm. Coming in at number 2, Splatoon 3 evolves the ink-based shooter with new weapons, stages, and single-player content. Territory control remains core, with teams covering ground in colored ink while splatting opponents. Weapon variety includes shooters, rollers, and chargers, each demanding different playstyles and strategies. The story mode features challenging platforming and combat with an engaging narrative. Salmon Run returns with cooperative wave defense against escalating enemy threats. Ranked battles provide competitive modes testing skills in various objective-based matches. Customization includes gear with abilities affecting stats and aesthetic choices. Splatfests create community events, dividing players into competing factions. The vibrant art style and memorable character designs create strong visual identity. Regular updates add weapons, stages, and seasonal events. This represents Nintendo's most successful competitive multiplayer franchise, firing on all cylinders. Finally, at number 1, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stands as the definitive kart racing experience with massive content and polish. The roster features dozens of characters with various vehicle customization options affecting handling. Track selection spans imaginative circuits with anti-gravity sections and environmental hazards. Item balance creates dynamic racing where positions constantly shift through strategic power-up usage. Battle mode includes multiple arenas and game types, from balloon battles to capture the flag. The Booster Course Pass dramatically expands content with waves of additional classic and new tracks. Online matchmaking supports tournaments and casual races with global competition. Local multiplayer accommodates up to 4 players, maintaining smooth performance in split screen. Accessibility options help players of all skill levels compete together. This remains unmatched in the kart racing genre, combining Nintendo polish with endless replayability and content. Starting off strong, we have Forza Horizon 5, which absolutely dominates the racing genre with its stunning open world set in Mexico. This game delivers an incredible mix of arcade and simulation racing that feels accessible yet deep enough for hardcore fans. The graphics are absolutely breathtaking, with dynamic weather systems and seasonal changes that transform the entire landscape. You get hundreds of cars to collect and customize, with detailed tuning options that let you adjust every aspect of preference. The online multiplayer is seamless, with various modes including races, drift challenges, and cooperative events. What really sets this apart is the festival playlist system that constantly adds new content and challenges to keep you engaged week after week. The sound design is phenomenal, with each car having authentic engine notes recorded from real vehicles. Whether you prefer street racing, off-road adventures, or track competitions, this game has it all wrapped in one beautiful package. Next up is Gran Turismo 7, which brings the legendary simulation racing franchise to new heights on modern hardware. This is the ultimate game for players who want authentic motorsport experiences, with laser-scanned tracks and meticulously detailed car models. The career mode takes you through automotive history with the GT Cafe menu system that teaches you about iconic cars and manufacturers. Physics and handling are incredibly realistic, requiring proper braking points and racing lines to achieve competitive lap times. The weather system affects track conditions dynamically, forcing you to adapt your driving style as rain creates puddles and reduces grip levels. Online Sport Mode offers competitive ranked racing with strict penalty systems to discourage dirty driving. Photo Mode is absolutely stunning, letting you capture your favorite cars in gorgeous locations with professional camera controls and filters. Moving forward, we find F124 delivering the most current and authentic Formula One racing experience available today. This game features all the official teams, drivers, and circuits from the latest championship season, with updated regulations and car designs. The handling model strikes a great balance between accessibility and simulation, giving you full control over traction control and assists. Career Mode lets you build your own team or join existing constructors as you work through multiple seasons pursuing championship glory. The addition of Driver Career Mode with story elements adds personality and drama to your journey through the ranks. Multiplayer racing is intense, with full grid races and various competitive leagues to test your skills against other players. Technical aspects like tire management, fuel strategy, and ERS deployment add strategic depth beyond just driving fast. Commentary and presentation capture the broadcast feel of real Formula One, making every race feel like a major event. In fourth position, Assetto Corsa Competizione stands as the premier GT racing simulator, focusing exclusively on GT3 and GT4 championship racing. This game is built for serious sim racers who demand absolute realism in physics, tire behavior, and car handling characteristics. Every circuit is laser scanned to millimeter accuracy, ensuring the track surface, elevation, and camber perfectly match real-world conditions. The career mode features dynamic weather and track conditions that evolve throughout practice, qualifying, and race sessions. Car setups are incredibly detailed, with adjustments for suspension geometry, aerodynamics, and mechanical grip, requiring deep understanding of vehicle dynamics. Multiplayer racing includes rating systems that match you with similarly skilled drivers for clean, competitive racing. Night racing with headlights cutting through darkness and rain effects that obscure visibility create incredibly immersive racing scenarios. This is the ultimate choice for players who want uncompromising simulation without arcane elements diluting the experience. Number 5 brings us Need for Speed Unbound, which injects fresh energy into street racing with unique visual style and urban culture. The game features stylized cel-shaded graphics with animated effects that burst from your car during intense moments and successful maneuvers. Street racing takes place across a fictional city with various districts, each offering different racing styles and environmental challenges. The storyline focuses on building your reputation and earning enough money to enter the ultimate street racing competition. Customization is extensive, with thousands of visual modifications, letting you create truly unique rides that express your personal style. Police chases return with increased intensity as heat levels rise, forcing you to evade increasingly aggressive pursuit tactics. Multiplayer includes both competitive races and cooperative challenges, where you can team up with friends. The soundtrack features contemporary hip-hop and electronic music that perfectly complements the urban street racing atmosphere, creating an energetic vibe throughout. At number 6, WRC Generations represents the official World Rally Championship game, with all the stages, teams, and drivers from the sport. Rally racing requires completely different skills than circuit racing, as you navigate narrow roads at high speeds with limited visibility. The game includes hundreds of kilometers of special stages across various countries, with surface types ranging from gravel to snow. Co-driver pace notes are essential, as they warn you about upcoming corners and hazards, allowing you to maintain maximum speed. Career mode lets you manage your own rally team, making decisions about repairs, upgrades, and staff between events. The damage system is realistic, with mechanical failures and bodywork damage affecting car performance if you push too hard. Online multiplayer includes daily and weekly challenges, where you compete against ghost times from players worldwide. Dynamic weather creates constantly changing conditions, making stage memorization only part of the challenge, as grip levels vary dramatically. Coming in 7th, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 takes arcade racing to wild extremes, with loops, corkscrews, and gravity-defying tracks. This game captures the pure fun of Hot Wheels toy cars racing through imaginative environments, like garages, skate parks, and other household locations. The track builder is incredibly robust, letting you create insanely complex courses with track pieces that twist and turn in impossible ways. Vehicle roster includes hundreds of Hot Wheels cars, from classic designs to modern concepts, each with unique handling characteristics. Racing feels fast and responsive, with boost management being key to maintaining speed through technical sections and overtaking opponents. Multiplayer lets you share custom tracks with the community and compete in user-created challenges with endless variety. Environmental hazards like moving obstacles and track sections add unpredictability, forcing you to stay alert and adapt quickly. The visual presentation perfectly recreates the miniature scale, with detailed car models and environments that look like real playsets. 8th on the list, MotoGP 24 delivers the definitive two-wheeled racing experience with all the official content from motorcycle racing's premier class. Riding physics are challenging and rewarding, as you must manage weight transfer, throttle control, and body positioning through every corner. The game includes all circuits, riders, and teams from the championship season, with authentic bike liveries and rider equipment. Career mode spans multiple seasons as you develop your skills, upgrade your bike, and pursue championship titles across different classes. Neural AI provides competitive racing, with opponents making realistic mistakes and strategic decisions throughout each race session. Managerial aspects let you handle bike development, choosing which areas to improve between aerodynamics, engine power, and electronics. Multiplayer racing supports full grids with split-screen options and online championships that mirror real-world competition structure.
Historical content includes legendary riders and classic bikes, letting you experience iconic moments from MotoGP history. Number 9 features Wreckfest, which combines realistic racing physics with demolition derby chaos for pure entertainment. This game lets you race traditional circuit tracks or engage in destruction-focused events, where surviving is as important as finishing first. The damage system is incredibly detailed, with cars crumpling, bending, and losing parts as collisions occur, affecting handling and performance. Vehicle selection ranges from nimble race cars to massive school buses, each handling completely differently and offering unique strategic advantages. Track variety includes dirt ovals, figure-8 courses, and point-to-point races, with environmental hazards adding extra danger. Multiplayer is absolute mayhem, with full lobbies of players simultaneously racing and wrecking in spectacular fashion. Career mode progression unlocks new vehicles and upgrades, while challenging you with increasingly difficult opponents and event types. The physics engine makes every crash feel impactful, with realistic momentum and collision detection creating memorable racing moments. Finally, at number 10, the Crew Motorfest transforms Hawaii into a massive racing playground with diverse landscapes and festival atmosphere. This game combines multiple racing disciplines, including street racing, off-road, rallycross, drift events, and even air racing in unique playlists. The open world feels alive with dynamic events popping up as you explore, and other players seamlessly appearing in your session. Vehicle collection spans cars, bikes, boats, and planes, giving you incredible variety in how you experience the world. Customization goes deep with visual modifications and performance upgrades that significantly impact how vehicles handle and perform. Playlist system organizes content thematically, featuring specific car cultures, manufacturers, or racing styles with curated challenges and rewards. Live summit events provide weekly competitive challenges where you compete globally for exclusive prizes and leaderboard rankings. The social aspect encourages cooperation and competition simultaneously, as you can instantly join friends or challenge nearby players to impromptu races. Starting off strong, we have Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which brings fresh innovation to the classic Mario formula that kids absolutely love. This game introduces Wonder Flowers that transform levels in unexpected ways, creating magical moments that keep young players engaged and excited. The elephant power-up has become an instant favorite, allowing Mario to spray water and bash through obstacles with trunk attacks. The game features cooperative multiplayer, where friends can help each other through tricky sections without the frustration of getting in each other's way. With colorful worlds filled with creative enemies and platforming challenges that range from accessible to moderately difficult, this title strikes the perfect balance for 10-year-olds. The badge system adds replay value by letting players customize their abilities and approach levels in different ways. Online play lets kids see ghost images of other players attempting the same courses, which creates a sense of community without direct competition pressure.
Next up is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which remains the ultimate racing game for kids and families on Nintendo Switch. This definitive edition includes all previous DLC tracks, plus waves of additional content through the Booster Course Pass, bringing the total to nearly 50 tracks. The game offers multiple control assist options that help younger players stay on track and competitive, even when racing against more experienced family members. Battle mode provides hilarious party game options like Balloon Battle and Coin Runners that are perfect for playdates and gatherings. With a massive roster of Nintendo characters to choose from and carts that can be customized with different combinations of parts, there is endless variety. The anti-gravity sections add visual spectacle, while smart steering prevents frustrating falls off the track. Online multiplayer is robust, and the game does excellent work matching players of similar skill levels together. Moving forward, we encounter The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, which expands on its predecessor with mind-blowing creativity and freedom. This adventure takes place in an expanded Hyrule, with new sky islands and underground depths to explore, creating a world that feels almost overwhelming in scope. The new abilities like Ultra Hand and Fuse let players build creative vehicles and combine objects in ways that make every kid feel like an inventor. Combat has been enhanced with the ability to attach materials to arrows and weapons, creating elemental effects and strategic options. The story deals with mature themes, but remains appropriate for 10-year-olds, with heroic characters and clear moral lessons. puzzles and shrines challenge logical thinking without being so difficult that kids get stuck for hours. The game respects player intelligence by letting them solve problems in multiple ways, rather than forcing one specific solution. Coming in next is Minecraft Nintendo Switch Edition, which brings the beloved creative sandbox to portable play perfectly. This version runs smoothly and includes all the core Minecraft experience that has captivated millions of young players worldwide. Kids can switch between survival mode, where they gather resources and fend off monsters, and creative mode, where they have unlimited materials to build whatever they imagine. The game naturally teaches resource management, planning, and spatial reasoning as players construct elaborate structures and redstone contraptions. Split-screen multiplayer lets siblings play together on the same console, while online play connects friends for collaborative building projects. Regular updates add new biomes, mobs, and features, keeping the experience fresh even after hundreds of hours. The game has educational value while remaining incredibly fun, and the sense of accomplishment from completing a large building project is genuinely meaningful for kids. Splatoon 3 splashes onto the scene as a unique shooter that replaces violence with colorful ink-based gameplay, perfect for younger audiences. Players control Inklings and Octolings who can transform between kid and squid forms to swim through ink of their team color. The main Turf War mode focuses on covering the arena in your team ink rather than eliminations, making it less stressful than traditional shooters. A fantastic single-player campaign teaches movement and weapon mechanics through creative levels with a storyline about mammalian creatures. The variety of weapons, from rollers to chargers to brushes, means every playstyle is accommodated, and kids can find what suits them best. Salmon Run cooperative mode has players working together against waves of enemies, which builds teamwork skills. Fashion customization is deep, with gear that affects abilities while looking stylish, and the game updates regularly with new seasons bringing fresh content. Kirby and the Forgotten Land marks the pink puffball's first full three-dimensional adventure, and it absolutely nails the transition. This game takes place in a post-apocalyptic world overtaken by nature, which creates a unique atmosphere while maintaining Kirby's cheerful tone. The Mouthful mode lets Kirby inhale massive objects like cars and vending machines to gain special abilities that are both useful and hilarious. Copy abilities return with upgrades that can be purchased, making Kirby more powerful as the adventure progresses. Cooperative play lets a second player join as Bandana Waddle Dee, who fights with a spear, offering a different playstyle. Boss battles are creative and challenging without being unfair, with clear patterns that kids can learn and master. Collectibles hidden throughout levels encourage exploration and reward thorough players with bonus content. The difficulty curve is gentle enough for younger players, while offering optional challenges for those seeking more. Pokémon Scarlet and Violet introduced the 9th generation with an open-world format that revolutionizes the classic formula. These games let players tackle gyms in any order they choose, providing freedom rarely seen in the series before. The Paldea region is inspired by Spain and features diverse landscapes from beaches to mountains to urban areas, each filled with Pokémon to discover. New Pokémon designs are creative, and the terastallization mechanic adds strategic depth to battles by letting Pokémon change types temporarily. The 3 separate storylines can be completed in any sequence, giving kids agency over their adventure path. Cooperative play lets up to 4 friends explore the world together, catching Pokémon and taking on tough raid battles. While the game has some technical performance issues, the core experience of catching, training, and battling Pokémon remains as engaging as ever for the target age group. Super Mario Odyssey stands as one of the Switch's finest platformers, with globe-trotting adventure across imaginative kingdoms. The cap throw mechanic, using Cappy, adds incredible depth to movement and puzzle solving, while the capture ability lets Mario possess enemies and objects. Each kingdom has distinct visual themes and gameplay gimmicks, from the skyscrapers of New Donk City to the food-based delights of the Luncheon Kingdom. The game brilliantly balances accessibility with challenge, as completing the main story is manageable, but collecting all Power Moons provides serious tests of skill. Costumes can be purchased in each kingdom, letting kids customize Mario's appearance, which adds a fun collection element. Boss fights are memorable and creative, often requiring players to use capture abilities in clever ways. The game rewards exploration with hidden areas and secrets tucked into every corner, encouraging curiosity and thorough investigation of each world. Animal Crossing New Horizons offers a relaxing life simulation where kids can build their dream island paradise at their own pace. Players gather resources, craft furniture, catch bugs and fish, and gradually develop their island into a thriving community. The real-time clock means the game changes with actual seasons and times of day, creating a living world that evolves constantly. Visiting friends' islands online or locally provides social interaction and trading opportunities for items and resources. The game teaches responsibility through daily tasks like watering flowers and checking in with villagers, while never punishing players for taking breaks. Creative tools let kids design custom clothing and patterns, which many enjoy sharing with the broader community. Events tied to real-world holidays add special activities throughout the year, keeping the experience fresh. The lack of fail states and competitive pressure makes this perfect for kids who want gaming experiences focused on creativity and relaxation. Rounding out the list is Luigi's Mansion 3, which puts Mario's timid brother in the spotlight for a charming ghost hunting adventure. The game takes place in a haunted hotel, where each floor has unique themes and visual designs, from medieval castles to movie studios. Luigi uses the poltergust vacuum to capture ghosts and solve environmental puzzles with satisfying physics-based interactions. Gooigi, the Goo doppelganger, adds puzzle complexity by letting players control two characters simultaneously to access areas Luigi cannot reach alone. Boss ghosts on each floor have distinct personalities and attack patterns, requiring different strategies to defeat. Cooperative multiplayer lets two players tackle the adventure together, with one controlling Luigi and the other Gooigi, making it perfect for siblings. The Scare Scraper mode offers randomized floors for endless replayability and supports online multiplayer. While spooky in theme, the game maintains a lighthearted tone that never becomes genuinely frightening for 10-year-olds.